Actually, someone asked me on Facebook to create a part 2 series of this video, and I really didn't know that it's something that you need, guys. When I visited the video, few of you are asking for a part 2 series. I'm really sorry. And what actually makes me fun, like makes funny, is Michael's not really funny, but like part 2 isn't there after 10 months. I realized I told in this video that I'm gonna be creating a part 2, so yeah, I'm really sorry. But anyway, we'll continue and we're gonna make this happen. Well, I tried to go into the HubSpot Academy, but I cannot really see this direction. Unfortunately, I need to answer the questionnaire again before I go this. So what I did is timestamp instead, so we can really see the requirements that they need and what we need to follow to pass the examination. Okay, and then I also screenshot the design that they want. So this is the finished page that we should be doing. There is a header, cats are wonderful, and there is a 2-column for the about us or our mission, and then our team page, your HubSpot template folder. So I created a folder here called HubSpot exam, and then let's just jump into that folder. Let's isolate that folder, HubSpot exam, and in that folder we already created a CSS module, sections, and template. Now we need to have the fields, so let's type in touch fields.json, and then we also need to create a touch theme.json. So in the fields.json, the default thing is you need to declare something like an array, and then these are like a sample of like fields. Okay, and then I also created a CSS, by the way, in here in the CSS folder, and make sure as well that your CSS is declared into your basic.html. Okay, so we need to use the require CSS tag for that. Let me just get my cheat sheet in here. So you need to declare your CSS tag, put it in the head or maybe in your footer, doesn't matter. So require CSS, get URL, put it, what is the path? The path is the CSS thing, so get the relative URL path for that. Okay, when you are advancing your HubSpot development, it's highly recommended that you put that into your base.html instead into your page template. But we're gonna cover that on the next tutorial, because this video is just more on passing the HubSpot examination. Okay, now go back to the instruction in here. So we already created a fields.json and theme.json. So let's jump in first in the theme.json. I already explained that you need to have a data, what the theme all about, fields.json, the text. So we're already good in that. Jump back to the tutorial, and it's saying in here you shouldn't be using a boilerplate, and you need to follow this design. And then next is jump in here. So first is we need to create a header, which this is cats are wonderful, and the requirements for the cats are wonderful is it needs to be all must work. Okay, global template partials and header must be editable code. So this needs to be the cat are wonderful can be edited, the body or meta sub headline can be edited as well, and the menu as well. So in our header, in our partials in here, header.html, we need to declare a module, and to do that, let's declare a statement delimiter, but a header module. So header, and then the name of that, it's called header, and then what is the tag. This is just optional. and you can change it after. So overwritable, yes, we want it to be overwritable, we want it to be editable, and we want it, the default would be cats are wonderful, name it as label. Now I'm going to also make sure that the partial header is connected to our basic.html. Okay, actually I already add it, but like this header that HTML partials and global should be connected to your basic.page HTML. So there is a global partial and the path for the header, and then the global partial as well and the path for the footer. Now a template needs to have a like a standard module tag to make the template works, and I completely remove that. So make sure you put that on your partial in here, and then also in your footer you put that in your footer includes. Okay, save that, and I'm gonna save that as well. And then you create a test, you call that test. And by the way, you need to push your template, so you need to use the like the HubSpot HS upload, and then the name of the directory local, and then the directory on your HubSpot designer tools. Okay, so this is the template we created, HubSpot exam theme, which is connected to our theme.json, HubSpot.template, and then on our basic page we call this test page template, which is we're right in here. So this is the template that we need to work out. Now if I click this global modules, but it is editable, so like here, so that we've done that. So we follow the direction in here. Okay, so let's go back to the certification. So it should be a global partial for header and footer. We're good on that. And it should be editable. So we just need to add another like modules in here for the text and for our header. Put it like that. And you can change the text and then the label. Okay. So if we're gonna run that again, refresh, it's already uploading, and we go back to our header, that HTML. So we have this and this, but our menu is not styled enough, but we can style that later. Okay, but like all of these are working now. Like, okay, so it needs to be drag and drop in here. It doesn't mention if it needs to be a section or not, but like since it in here, call at least one of the modules and add a context parameter. Okay, we're gonna be using this, the R mission. We're gonna be using section for that. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to, let's clear that now. Actually, let's open a new console. Okay, here, which is create template section / mission, and then it needs to be partial. When in here, and then in the body section we'll be calling that includes. So again, calling include D&D partial, path is the section, not the testimonial, mission. Okay, we're just moving one step apart, so it's actually, yeah, so that's correct. So it should be 2 dots, so section and then mission. Okay, so I already maxed out my time. I'm gonna create another part 3 series for the section, and then how we can work on the drag and drop columns. And yeah, so bear with me, I'll create a follow-up tutorial on that because we're already maxed out.